Have you ever had a moment that you've worked towards your whole life, and you know this moment is coming, and so does everybody around you? When this moment comes, what will you do? So we started this year with the same goals.
Hello?
Come in.
Can you hear me?
Can you read me? Make the Olympics, make the finals, run our personal bests, set no limits on what we could achieve. That sounds pretty simple and fun, right? However, from here, our paths diverge.
I had the best base training of my life. I was running more than ever. Doing better session than ever before. Things were looking amazing heading into 2020. That was until I got injured. This changed everything. Goodbye indoors, goodbye training with my team. I was cross-training on the bike and doing everything that I could to get back. But each day I wasn't able to run was also a day closer to the Olympics. And that thought wasn't easy.
Now, injuries are something that I'm a little more familiar with. I've had so many in the last few years. However, this year was different. I was coming into the year more fit and healthy than I had ever been, and I had just put in a really solid base. Finally, I was healthy and ready to go, and I had big goals for what would be my first indoor season in 3 years. I wanted to be competitive in my races, run the 5K Olympic qualifying time in Boston, and go home to Australia to win my national championships, effectively securing a spot on my Olympic team. I went into each of these races with these hopes in my mind. I wanted to break through. I wanted to be amazing. And each time, I fell a little bit short of what I wanted to achieve.
Ramsden and Sharp are coming. McDonald, Ramsden might get there. He has. I think.
Honestly, when this happens, you start second guessing yourself and everything that's going on around you. But I was trying my best to stick to the plan and do everything to the best of my ability. I continued to travel around the world, trying to be in the best races that I could to allow this breakthrough to happen. And right when I was feeling a bit down, less confident and unsure, the perfect opportunity arose.
On your marks.
Go Morgan! Go Morgan!
Let's go, Morgan!
Let's go! Morgan, come on! Morgan, come on! Let's go, Morgan! Let's go, Morgan! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go, Morgan! Come on, come on!
Come on!
Let's go, Morgan!
Oh my God, this is so brutal. 59.
Up!
Yes!
Got it?
Yeah!
I had run a personal best, the Olympic qualifier, and the third fastest Australian time ever in the 5K.
That's good. Hey, Chan. How do you feel?
I was gonna cry. I just cried a little bit after it.
I was waiting for you. Ask her how I was like shaking.
Yeah, it kind of hit me for a bit. Now I'm back, like, I'm not crying right now, but inside,
Inside?
Yeah.
Here?
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mwah.
My qualification for the Olympics wasn't certain, but it was looking pretty damn good.
You got balls. Oh my God. Jeez. During this time, I was finally able to go back into full training, and it felt amazing. feeling of being back out there with my teammates and sprinting on the track, I felt alive again. But I didn't have very much time to enjoy this feeling because the races were coming at me very fast. If I wanted a chance to go to Olympics, I was going to have to perform.
A couple of injuries to deal with since then. Cavalli of Italy, 4:01 at best. When you've got the likes of Sarah Healy, Georgia Bell,
My second most important race of the year was the European Championship. This race meant a lot to me, and being hosted in Italy at home, it was even more important.
Cavalli tries to make a move. McGeehan in the middle of the pack there. Top still, as ever, with that determined look in her face.
And so when it didn't go the way I wanted it, it was very hard. It was pretty tough.
7 athletes, so someone going to be on pace right at the end of that race. But safe passage through there for Gemma Riki and a 5 behind her. You have to take the heat into account.
Now I had one more race that would have decided whether or not I will go to the Olympics. I was dealing with a disappointment from the last race, but it was time to move on. So what did I do? I kept pushing forward. And each session I was getting better and better and better. By the time my Italian championship came around, I knew I was in a new level. I had worked so hard, both physically and mentally, and I could feel it paying off. I felt the lightness in my step and confident on the track. I was ready to go. I raced and I got second, which means I qualified for Olympics.
So tell me where we are.
We're in Paris.
Paris?
Saint-Denis. No,
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
What are we here for?
We're here for Olympics.
Yeah. And we had made it together, both in the shape of our lives and ready to go. Cue one final super awesome racing and training montage. Our moments were coming and we could feel it. All these struggles, all these successes, they had earned us our spots on the start line among the best runners in the world. And I lined up among them, and I felt good. Like, really good.
The women's 1500 meter is a cutthroat event. As I stood on the line, I felt small and fragile, as the noise of 80,000 people was overwhelming. But I knew I was in the shape of my life and on the biggest stage of the world. And so I was going to race like it.
I felt alive. I felt strong. I felt proud. But ultimately, I felt disappointed. I failed to make it through to the final, missing out by one spot. And just like that, my Olympics were over and my moment was gone. Had I wasted it?
In my heats, I run good, but not good enough. However, as well as the heats, semis and finals, the 1500 meters has a repêchage round for people to qualify through to the semis. And now I was in that. And after everything I have been through, I knew that my moment was still coming. In the heats, I felt like I had only scratched the surface of what I was capable of. So given another opportunity, I was going to take it.
Quindi ho solo detto stai qua, fai quello che puoi fare, poi lascia andare le gambe in volata, quindi sono contenta perché sono riuscita a eseguire il mio obiettivo come allenatore, diciamo.
And so I made it to the semis, once again lining up against the best 1500 meter runners in the world. And this time I wasn't holding back.
Altrettante da qualificare c'è per l'Italia Sinta che viene dall'aver vinto e molto bene la batteria di recupero, qualcosa rimarrà nelle gambe forse, ma l'entusiasmo c'è. E adesso viene un po' più avanti.
While I had missed out to the final, I had achieved so many of my dreams. I ran my best, broke a 42 years old Italian record, and made myself and everyone around me proud.
D'Orio 3:58 e 11. Non ci credo, cioè ci speravo perché gli allenamenti e tutto il sacrificio che ho fatto prima o poi sarebbe arrivato, ma farlo qua con 3 turni, oggi volevo solo giocarmela, correre dando quello che avevo, è bellissimo.
That was a moment that I will never forget.
And as the days came and went, so did my disappointment. It was replaced by a pride. I knew that I had given it everything that I had in this moment and everything that led up to it. Whether it was my moment or not, who's to say? Perhaps it was just a moment, one of many in this beautiful thing that we call life.
Just over the bar.
Look at us walking down Olympic Village, beautiful sunset, nighttime. Oops, sneaky kiss. There goes security. Everyone's calling him. What are you calling him?
Krocic.
Krocic?
Krocic. Why do I say Krocic? His last name?
Djokovic?
I knew something.
I stopped recording right before Novak walked around, and I was like, what are all these people doing here? He won a gold medal this morning. Who's this?
Hi guys. It's Sinta Visa.
All right, dining food, still struggling.
I have something to say. So what I want to say, I picked the right food, and whatever I get it, I mostly eat it. But this guy, always something. He got this plate, and he doesn't like anything. What a princess.
In my defense, it was really bad, like really, really bad. So it was inedible. So I had to go back and get some pasta. But mostly I pick, and mostly I'm part of the Clean Plate Club, so I try and do my best.
Sometimes I gotta go Sinta.
I run a 1500 that I've never run before. Uh-oh, I gotta get Sinta.
We are exploring the village, looking for fun stuff. Smells pretty bad down near the water, but it's very pretty. I think if you're going to infiltrate the village, this is the best way. You take a boat, sneak in here, climb up, easy, and you're in.